Today we're going to talk about how to get all of your notes in one place so you can easily access them when you need them. Hi, I'm Ashley, and if you're anything like me, you probably have notebooks that are full of stuff all over the place. You probably have lists, and that's not even to mention all of the digital notes that you have in documents, on your phone, on your tablet. It can be really overwhelming. So today I'm going to take you through the method that I use to organize all of my notes so that hopefully you never lose anything ever again. Okay, I can't make any promises, but it'll be a lot easier for you to find what you're looking for this way. So step one is to gather all of your notes. So you're going to grab all the notebooks, you're going to grab all the random pieces of paper, you're going to grab all of the sticky notes, you're going to grab your tablet, you're going to grab your phone, you're going to go look through everything, and you're just going to get it all into one place. This includes both paper and digital, and worst of all, the dreaded screenshot. Yes, I know that you do this where you take a screenshot of something you want to remember later and then you never ever go back to look at it because all of the screenshots are labeled screenshot with the date at the end. How are you supposed to find that? We'll talk about that later. Step two is to start organizing and sorting where all of these different notes belong. I like to start with personal notes versus work notes. So anything that has to do with family, medical records, personal finances, that's all personal stuff. If it has to do with business, clients, marketing, that's all work stuff. That's one of the easiest ways that you can just quickly sort. Once you've gotten it that far, we go a layer deeper and we start to organize by what type of a note it is. So one is an idea. This is something you want to come back to later, maybe something you want to implement later, or that you want to look at it in a meeting with your team. You want to do this thing. The second thing is a to-do item. This can be something that's super urgent, like has to get done now. Could be a one-time to-do, or it could be a project that you're working on. The third one is a resource. So this is something that you refer to regularly. It could be, if you're a public speaker, it could be your speaker one sheet. Whatever you look at all the time and you need to have at the ready, that's going to be a resource that you need. Fourth is recommendations. So this is like your friend told you about this software that you wanted to look at, a book that somebody told you to read, a documentary that you wanted to watch. Those will all go under the recommendation category. Number five is inspiration, motivation. This is something that you like to look at because it gives you hope, it inspires you, it makes you a better person. And finally, we have documentation. So this is anything that you want to make a record of. So anything that's like a keepsake, or in business, for example, you might want to, have a little spreadsheet where you keep track of how your follower growth has progressed. You might want to screenshot that someone shared your story who is an influential person. All of those things are like documentation, and you want to keep them, but you don't necessarily need them right now. Maybe you'll use them for testimonials later or something like that. That is the documentation section. So we go layers deep into this with our clients, specifically in our digital declutter sessions. So if that's something that's interesting to you and you want that extra support as you're going through all of these notes, we are here for you. The link will be in the description below, and we're happy to support you. So when you're sorting your files, a few things to keep in mind. First of all, please always label appropriately. So find a naming convention that works for you so that when you see the name of something, you know what it is right when you see it. If that means including dates, include dates. If you have a certain name that you give to a certain type of project, like for marketing or for sales, make sure to use that name in every iteration of that note that you took. When you go to search, it's going to pull up all of the versions of documents or whatever that have that phrase in it. And it can be really, really helpful. It's not going to bring something up that is like R75Z3 random gibberish. So we really want to make sure that we're going in and we're labeling our files, we're labeling our documents in a way that we will be able to find them. And while dates can be really helpful, it's also really helpful to use common search terms. Once you get everything all organized, you can start to throw away some of the old notebooks because you have it all documented where you need it. My last 2 pointers here. Number 1 is to choose 1, maybe 2 methods of taking notes to make it easier on yourself. Don't fall back into the trap of having 40 notebooks and a billion to-do lists and sticky notes everywhere. Decide, I'm going to use my tablet when I'm on the go, and I'm going to use this notebook that stays at my desk when I'm here, and have those be your 2 go-to sources to make notes. So once you've chosen your 2 methods for taking notes, choose one area, one designated spot where all of your notes will go. So that could be Google Drive, it could be Dropbox, it could be an external hard drive that you have and keep at home. The good thing about keeping things on the cloud in a drive is that if you needed to access a note from anywhere else, you could look it up. So if you're using Microsoft 365, you could use your OneDrive, you could search for a specific note or a specific thing that you remember writing down, and it will pull up that document where that note is stored. It feels so good to have all of your notes just living in this nice and neat container. It won't ever be perfect, but it will be in a place where you can find what you're looking for, and you know you have the peace of mind. You've cleared through all of your notes, and you know that you have the most important things in front of you, and they're organized in a way that you can find them really easily. And that's step 3, which is to access your notes easily from anywhere. I want this for you so badly. It has changed my life. It has given me the peace of mind and the freedom of my heart to just know that everything that I've written down, every note that I've taken, every recommendation I've had, I have a specific place where I put all of those things. If you're looking for help with this, if you want a little hand-holding, a little bit of support, please check out the link in the description below and take a look into our digital declutter sessions. It will change your life, and I would love to help you with that. Talk nerdy to me. I love organizing files. I love putting all these pieces together and organizing it all for you. So let's connect, let's talk about it and see how I can help you. I hope that this helped you. I want you to feel that hope and optimism that this is possible. You can take all of those notes, you can take all of those screenshots and all of those ideas, and you can put them in a place where you can find them and use them regularly. How frustrating is it that you have all of these good ideas floating around somewhere and you just don't know where or how to find them? And how time consuming is it to search through a phone camera roll for a screenshot that you're looking for somewhere? Get yourself organized. It will change your life. I promise. You've got this.